Let's hope this game is better than Harmony was. Hey, Killface. Hey, Vanna. Here's to hoping this game's good. Your hair keeps touching you? Oh. That does get frustrating. That does get annoying, Vanna. That's when you know it's time for a haircut. Or else you cut your hair too short and it's just... Hey, Jenna. And it's just growing back in an uncomfortable way. Well, Brittany. I mean, it's summer. Like, I would not blame anyone for shaving their head in the summer. Just fucking... Ah! Get it? Right, yeah, Bob Newhart. Ate a McDonald's for dinner? Oh. Haven't cut my hair since I was 15, I'm not doing it again. Did get a trim at Great Clips and I didn't like how it turned out. Fair enough. Hello, skin cancer. Okay. Yeah, Bob Newhart. Hey, Scrapegoat. So, Bob Newhart. Obviously, he was before my time. Obviously. Not by much. No, I mean, Newhart wasn't before my time by much. But, hey, Jordan. Yeah, Bob Newhart as, like, a big star was sort of before my time. But back in high school, show off these neat little posters here. Back when I was in high school, I would often... Don't want a straight woman touching my hair. Fair enough. I would, usually go home for lunch, because I was within walking distance of the school. So I'd go home for lunch, and, just put on TV while I had whatever. And, Newhart. Elf, The Rescuers, The Simpsons, Big Bang Theory. I mean, I never watched Elf. Never watched Big Bang Theory. I forget which episode of The Simpsons he was on. Yeah, so he wasn't... The point is, Bob Newhart was not someone that I was, overly familiar with. But, yeah, so I'd go home for lunch, and there wasn't much on TV. So, Comedy Network. Comedy. Hey, Jay. Was he an elf? The old narrator. Yeah, Papa Elf. So yeah, I'd be home for lunch, and quite often on comedy. Canada's answer to Comedy Network. We just called it comedy. Newhart would be showing. Newhart being the one where he was running an inn, running a bed and breakfast. That one was heartbroken. Chantel's not going back to Canada. Yeah, she wants to make it work. So I hope she is able to make it work. He was tiny. He was a small dude, but he was really funny. Yeah, like he was just such a dry sense of humor. Do you know why she changed her mind? Yeah, because she still loves the dude. She still loves the dude, so she wants to try to make it work, which, you know, fair enough to her. Has all written in his journal. I should keep a journal. I don't. I should, but I don't. The show has been listed indecisive. Yes. But we're not talking about her. Bob Newport was Alan's main inspo. You mean Newhart? Bob Newhart was an inspiration for a lot of comedians. Like, he was a legend in the industry. He was one of the biggest names in comedy. Multiple generations of comedians were inspired by him. You mean Newport? You just called him Newport again. Instead of Newhart. Lou Dobbs also died, but nobody gives a shit about him. Bob Newhart, though. Yeah, that's a big one. It's one of those things where it's like, at the same time, it's one of those things where he was around for so long, he was old enough that it's like, wait, he was still alive? But, yeah, that is Bob Newport mashed potatoes. What is this game about? Gods, romance, murder, musical numbers? Play as Grace in a world where Greek gods live in hiding among us. Change your fate as you draw friends, foes, and lovers into song, using your powers of musical persuasion to unravel the mystery of the last muse's death. It's actually a pretty cool story. You know, it's actually a pretty. I like Greek mythology. As Bob Hope's mind-controlled slave. Lucky. He was only 78. Was he? Only 7? That's right, yeah. Yeah, he seemed older. He seemed so much older. I support the demigod movement. Yeah, I'm a fan of Greek mythology. I've made attempts in the past to memorize all 7 muses. I'm not sure I'm able to remember all of them. There's Calliope, muse of epic poetry. Cleo, muse of history. Erato, muse of erotic poetry. Melpomene, muse of tragedy. Terpsichore, muse of dance. Uranus, muse of astrology. Polyhymnia, muse of religious poetry. Hey, Kiki. I like how Zeus just threw his whole children away. Pretty regularly. Epic poetry and not mid-poetry? Nope. Calliope? Calliope? There it is, Calliope. Yeah, it's Calliope. There's two more I'm forgetting, isn't there? Hey, Big Turks. I think there's 9 of them. Ah, yes. Thalia, muse of comedy, and Euterpe, goddess, muse of flute. I think she's the one I have the most trouble like the hardest time remembering. Zeus just learned it from his dad. Yep. Never heard of cantaloupe? Calliope? Oh, it says Cali like the state. Calliope, nope. I will say this. In terms of gods throwing their kids away, there's nothing quite like Hera, after giving birth to Hephaestus, just yeeting him right off the cliff, right off of Mount Olympus. Dinner? I had fried chicken and potato wedges from the hot meal counter. I like the satire, guys. Fawns. Asbestos deserves it. Yeah, Hephaestus. Newborn baby, and Hera took one look at him and just yeeted him right off Mount Olympus. Isn't Hephaestus that stuff you find on the walls of it? No. I will note, there's actually some pretty notable voice actors in this game. Hey, what a girl. Let's see if Dazzler does Dallas. I am wearing my Dazzler t-shirt. Anyway, so, time to get started on the game. So this game was developed by Summerfall Studios. It's written by David Gator, who previously worked for BioWare. He was the lead writer and creator for Dragon Age. He worked on other stuff as well. He worked on a few other things for BioWare. He worked on the original Knights of the Old Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, and yeah, he was the lead writer on Dragon Age Origins. Helped to create the setting. Also worked on Dragon Age 2, lead writer on Dragon Age Inquisition. After that, he formed Summerfall Studios. And yeah, they did Stray Gods, the role-playing musical. For a minute, your bits about like blinking and saying I'm shy. For a second, I was like, "Wait, did the video cut out or something?" But no, I can see. I'm watching it on my phone. It's still going. Game was scored. The music. The soundtrack was scored by Austin Wintory. The composer of the game Journey, which is the only video game soundtrack that has actually been nominated for a Grammy for Best Score Soundtrack for Visual Media. So he's, and he's done some movies as well. Like he's done soundtracks for some movies as well, but. Yeah, the fact that he did the game Journey, yeah, that's honestly a big one. Songs were co-written with a singer by the name of Montaigne, an Australian art pop musician who I've never heard of, and Australian musical trio by the name of Tripod. I would listen to you as a podcast. Thanks, Jenna. So the game was primarily inspired by the Buffy episode Once More with Feeling. That's sort of the main inspiration for the development of this game, was that musical episode of Buffy. I do love me a good drink. Alright, and with that, now that we've talked about the origins of the game, you should do merch. Got my S-Jam sweatshirt today, so now I need it. Merch is too much effort for me, honestly, Killface. Especially considering I currently have 7 viewers in chat right now. I don't know that I have enough viewers for merch to be worthwhile. Literally 7 people watching me. Marge, one in black. Alright. Let's move me over here just for now. Maybe shrink me just a little bit more. And new game. From our team all across the world, enjoy the show. This game was made on stolen ground. We would like to acknowledge the Wurundjeri and Boonwurrung peoples of the Kulin Nation and the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation. Sovereignty was never ceded. This game was also built on Treaty 6 territory and a traditional meeting ground for home for many indigenous peoples, including Cree, Saulteaux, Nisitapi, Blackfoot, Métis, and Nakota Sioux. I'm on drugs. You can make your own. Yeah. Bootleg me t-shirt. Bootleg me merch. So yeah, some content warnings. So there's some alcohol use, some violence, some PTSD, some death, and some themes of suicide. Okay, so I'm gonna make what I want. Either way. Feel free to bootleg me, Killface. I'm fine being bootlegged. Act 1. I don't know how many acts there are.
4 hours. 4 hours in a rented gym that still smells like socks and childhood trauma. And where did it get us? Other than bored? The band wasn't even looking for anything specific. We just wanted change. We wanted to see who was out there, if they'd show up. Well, they showed up all right.
You know, I had a dream where this exact thing happened. Except we were on stage. And naked.
We were auditioning.
Not all of us. Okay, it was just me. I was naked. I think this went better.
Are you sure? Anyway. Grace. Our main character. Voiced by Laura Bailey. Who has done a lot of voice acting. She voiced Abby in Last of Us Part 2. Just lots and lots of voice acting. For anime, for video games. Are we not participating in the musical? We will shortly. Catwoman in Batman the Telltale series, Supergirl in Injustice 2, Mary Jane in the Marvel Spider-Man games. Yes, she's the voice. Girl here is the voice. Yeah, our protagonist is the voice of Mary Jane Watson. Black Widow in a few Marvel projects. Hey, Color Purple. So, shit tons of voice acting. And she is a cast member of Critical Role. Don't know if anyone here is a Critical Role fan. I've never watched it or listened to it. Whatever. I don't pay any attention to Critical Role, but if anyone is a fan of Critical Role, Bailey plays Vex in Campaign 1. Jester Lavore in Campaign 2. Imogen Tumult in Campaign 3. Ranch dressing and dip. And the brand is House Dip. Makes sense. Your daughter watches that? So yes, this woman here, the voice actress for this character is from that. Anyway, our friend just said that she had a dream where...
Until I get a new place.
What?
Sure.
You said it'd be 2 days. You know you like having me around. Whatever. Have you heard?
Well, actually seems to be more associated with live action. She played Pappy in The L Word. Has appeared in a bunch of different things. She played the shapeshifter Luna Garza on True Blood. Aw. I'm sorry, Killface. I know you miss me. What happened? What do you mean, what happened? Did something happen? I'm still here. Can you hear me? Like in the game? Oh. In the game, so far, nothing. Really... Just really bad auditions, basically, so far. Band... We are in a band that is auditioning for... That held audition... Right. It froze for him? Yeah. So yeah. We're in a band that was holding open auditions for new members, and it went terribly. Anyway. Skipped through scenes and weird and buffered. Yeah. Well, that sucks.
You're always looking out for me, Freddy.
Well, that's the deal, right? Best friends to the end.
Right. I just wish it wasn't always so one-sided.
Hey, don't worry about that, really, Grace. You'll get through this.
Music is your life, Freddy. You're the drummer, the lyricist. All of this was your idea. I wish I knew where I fit.
I think you fit. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You coming?
I'm gonna hang out a bit and lock up. I'll see you at home.
Poor Grace is feeling lost.
Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen.
Nice singing voice. She's got a good singing voice.
Is the world too much, or is it just me?
Stupid ugly hat, just like that one chick's.
Unravels at my feet. Everything I've learned wasted on a girl who doesn't know how to be free. Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze.
Someone's spying. Someone's spying on us.
Waters, no star to be seen. Oh,
Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I heard you from outside. My name's Calliope. You have an amazing voice. I hope you know that.
thanks. I'm Grace. Are you here for the audition, or...?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Calliope is voiced by Ashley Johnson. She played Chrissy Seaver on Growing Pains, Amber on The Killing, she's actually in Critical Role. She's a cast member on Critical Role. Oh! Ellie! She voiced Ellie in The Last of Us games. So this is sort of a reunion for those two. That's actually kind of funny to me. Very different, like very different vibes here compared to their characters in The Last of Us. But yeah. Grace is voiced by the woman who does Abby. Calliope voiced by the woman who does Ellie. Pink fur coat. Yep. So let's hear it.
Okay. Did you, bring an instrument or some music?
I kinda bring my music wherever I go.
All right. Well,
With the fire furious, I have burned my tongue. Grief from all the promises, too many dreams unsung. All the steps I didn't take and paths proved untrue. Is there any path through? Like a boat
Nice voice.
lost at sea. Oh, I'm about to with no sails. You still have your life ahead. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. All things that lose their way can find it
Good song.
again. There is no inertia in the ocean.
Ooh. Different versions. Alright, so what kind of Grace do we want to be? Charming. This is Grace with soul and charisma. She tries to do the right thing, and everyone likes her more for it. Kick-ass. In your face! This Grace is very punk rock, and not afraid to get reckless and aggressive when it's called for. I'm kind of leaning towards this one myself. Because, fuck yeah! Punk, bitch! Fuck yeah! Clever. Sometimes you need to think your way out of a problem, right? This Grace is sneakier, smarter, and witty. So what's everyone think? What kind of Grace do we want to be? Charming, kick-ass, or clever? Do the right thing? Be reckless and aggressive. Sneaky and smart. Sneaky and witty. This one feels like it would be the most fun. Because, I mean... It's hard. It is hard, because all three of them are good. Like, I genuinely like all three options. I've always... All girls are all three? Yeah. Like, I've always appreciated the guile hero. Like, I've always appreciated the heroes who sort of outwit people. I like sneaky. For charming, I like doing the right... I like playing people who do the right thing. I like playing... Like, if I'm playing a video game, I don't like doing, like, bad guy runs. I do also like a woman who's not afraid to kick some ass. So we've got one vote for clever. Anyone else have an opinion? Anyone? 2 votes for clever. Guess we're going clever. My own preference is for Kick-Ass. I just want to say that my own preference is for Kick-Ass, just because it sounds the most fun. Like, it genuinely just sounds like it'd be the most fun, but I'm fine with clever as well. So, 2 votes for clever, so we'll go with clever. I do like a sneaky, witty hero.
You are right, Calliope. There's always a breeze. But if I build a sail, can I trust the wind to guide me?
Wow. What was that?
Your song was just so wonderful. I had to finish it with you. I hope that's all right. I also know what it feels like to be lost. To feel as if you have no place to turn. That's why I had to come inside.
You aren't here to audition.
You didn't come here for the audition, did you? You didn't even know about it.
Caught and called out. I was nearby and your song called to me. I didn't want you to think I was deranged or something.
Weirder things have happened, I guess.
May I ask you why you feel so adrift? You're so young. Surely your life is just beginning.
Yeah, hard to feel that way, though. So yeah, she liked our song, so she came in and inspired us to complete it. Hey, Comic Brook. We're in a scene where Grace, who has the same voice actress as Abby from Last of Us 2, is talking to Calliope, who has the same voice actress as Ellie from the Last of Us games. Oh no, a leather jacket. I know. Let's be honest.
It was so stupid.
Try me.
Well, I left school because I didn't feel like I belonged there, but I still haven't found my place. What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? Shouldn't I have figured this out by now?
Meh.
Those are good questions to ask. I should go.
Am I gonna see you again? I know you didn't really come to join the band, but...
I hope to see you again, Grace. Perhaps soon.
Is this a lesbian game?
Right. See you then.
It is a bisexual disaster game, I think. I'm pretty sure there are both sexy boys and sexy girls. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's a sexy they as well. Nice apartment. David Django. It is now.
Did you lose your keys, Fred? I thought you'd be... What the... Calliope?
I didn't know where else. I'm so sorry, Grace.
Well, that's not good. Exactly like Life is Strange. I mean, it has some similarities, but you're not in high school, and it's a musical. We are the sexy boys and girls. How's that song go? Boys who like girls, who like girls, who like boys. Yeah, I figure Get Help is probably... I'll get help.
Oh, God. You're hurt. I'll get help.
No. No, you have to wait. You can't go. I didn't want to do this to you. Not like this. I'm so sorry.
What do you mean? Hey! Calliope! Please? Please, come on.
That's not a normal thing, right? Is that what happens when a person dies?
What? What is that?
Ooh, glowy eyes. Who doesn't like a nice glow eye? Nice eye glow. I was saying Aqua, but you're thinking of Haley Geek or something? Oh, Aqua?
Oh, I can wait. Take your time.
Who are... Is that my door?
Technically,
What a weird question.
It's my door. Or our door, maybe? I came as soon as I could.
Is that my door? That's a funny... I don't know why that question just amuses me. Like, I don't know why that just, like, why that got me. Is that my door? Anyway. Hermes here is voiced by Erika Ishii. They voice Valkyrie in Apex Legends. they are non-binary. Oh, neat. Is there a Sappho? Sappho does not appear in this game. Apparently they voiced Turbo on Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Neat. They voiced Amanda in Dream Daddy. So if any of you have ever played Dream Daddy, the person who voices Hermes here also voiced Amanda in that game. Voiced Valerie in Monster Prom, so when we played that, I know we played that game on here briefly. And they've done various voices in various things. Second. You're playing Dream Daddy right now? In that you're dreaming I'm your daddy, Jordan? Is that what you were getting at? Is that where you were about to go with that, Jordan? Or am I just... Or are you actually playing that? Or are you actually playing Dream Daddy and I'm just being creepy? Just wanted for playing another video. Jeez, man. No love for role-playing musical? Jeez. Anyway, I figure we need help.
I think she's dead. We need help. You need to call someone.
Well, I'm someone. I got called. Happens every time one of us dies, you know? She really is dead, huh? Man. So, the course is gonna want to talk to you. Sucks, but, you know.
I don't know. Oh man, I'd love to choose this option right now. You're being creepy. You're being... Okay. Hey, Valerie. You're being creepy? Okay. Good to know, Jordan. Good to know. Anyway, what is happening seems like a pretty fair question to ask.
I don't understand. None of this makes any sense. She's dead, and I don't...
Look, I can see you don't know squat about this, so I'm gonna explain real quick, but then you gotta come with me, okay? When Cal died, you saw a shiny thing come out of her, right? That was her soul. That's what made her a god.
A what?
It's in you now, which makes you a god. Surprise, right? You with me so far? Cool. Let's go.
Fucking Hermes. Surprise! Let's take a look at the journal while we're here. Yeah, I really like Hermes already. Surprise! Just that smile. So yeah, Freddie. I only call her Farishta when I'm visiting at her house. Her mom always makes these deep-fried honey snacks I love. Has been my best friend since probably forever. We used to make up rhymes while we skipped rope. It's been that long. We've come a long way from those days. Edge of Elysium is her band, and inviting me in was her idea. I was keen on joining since I haven't seen Freddie much since I left school, but it's been kind of rough going. I can sing, sure, and when we get a gig, it feels good being up there on stage. But is this really my thing? I don't know. Hermes is a twink icon. They are! I know Calliope was one of the muses. Is that the same as being a god? But that's really about it. I don't know where she lived, what she got up to, or who her enemies were. I have so many questions. For one, what was she doing when she found me at the gymnasium? Was she just passing by, or did she plan that? How did she know where I lived? I keep thinking about what Calliope said to me before she died. She seemed so sad. Did she know this was going to happen? Most of all, why did she pick me? What's a twink? This is a twink. A twink is basically like a small pretty boy gay dude. Los Angeles has a huge homeless problem. It does. Hermes is the idol who came to collect me at my apartment when Calliope died. I didn't know their name at the time, of course. Athena only mentioned who they were afterwards. I guess they're the god of doorways, maybe? Well, they're the messenger god. I wonder if they can go anywhere with that power. Into bank vaults, on top of a mountain, across the world? Pretty wild to think about. Could Hermes have been involved in Calliope's death? They seem surprised, if not really broken up about it. Not that Hermes strikes me as someone who does much deep thinking. They seem more like a kid, although I guess looks can be deceiving. Why did they have to come when Calliope died? And they did it right away, too. Kinda suspicious, if you ask me. Yeah. If you want the specific definition of a twink, a gay or bisexual young man with a slim build and youthful appearance. So, yeah. A small, pretty boy gay. Anyway. Neat. The Aegis. Owl. You know what an owl means.
Where are we?
Sorry to drop you and run, but when an idol dies, there's like 100 different things I gotta do.
No, wait. Where did you bring me? How did we get here?
There's an owl. That means Athena. I think we're about to meet Athena. Okay. I mean, I got too big a gut and too much facial hair, and just too old to be a twink.
The chorus can explain. Don't touch anything. Okay?
Otter? Yeah, I'm an otter.
Come back!
I would say otter is accurate.
Okay. Yeah. I'll just wait here and, not touch anything.
Those look like cookies. Maybe you could have a cookie? Grace getting bored. Time to start touching things. That owl is so fucking judgmental. I love that she is like, cookies? And the owl's just like, no. Grace should have still taken a cookie. Grace should have taken the damn cookie and fuck that owl. That was very funny though. She seems... That first woman seems kind of angry and
Our
aggressive.
beloved sister, the last of the muses, has passed on to you. Our new sister, delivered to us by dear sweet Hermes. It's, Grace, yes?
Yes?
My, you have had quite the day, haven't you?
Athena! Voiced by Felicia Day. Best known as fucking Felicia Day. I'm sorry, she's a huge, she's a big name. Grace Jones looking? Yeah, I like that Grace Jones looking bitch. Yeah, it's Felicia Day is Felicia Day. She's just known in the Greek, or in the geek community. The Guild. Hosted Critical Role. Played V in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Charlie Bradbury on Supernatural. She's in Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog. She's been in all sorts of other stuff. And, exactly. She was the queen of YouTube in, 2000... Yeah, basically comic book. Maybe even a little bit before 2012. So yeah, she's been around for she's just very big in the geek. Who won Buffy? I don't know if it's pronounced V or Vi. It was VI, so I don't know if it's Vi or if it's V. And I don't know how big a role it was. I've never watched Buffy. Anyway, Felicia Day, best known as Felicia Day. I think asking "Who are you?" is an interesting question. Dr. Horrible, my friend, and I knew all the words to Dr. Horrible.
Someone died in my arms. Where is this? How did I get here? Who are you people?
So many questions. This is my office, and I expect you arrived through one of Hermes' portals.
The shiny doorway.
As for who we are, well, that does require some explanation, I agree. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Athena, goddess of wisdom. This is Apollo, god of prophecy, dressed for the occasion, as always. The wondrous Aphrodite, goddess of love. And the one glaring at you is Persephone, once queen of the underworld. Together, we are the chorus. We rule over the idols, our name for the gods who remain. All of us, hidden in your modern world.
Persephone. Also, Aphrodite. I like that Aphrodite's a bit on the thick side and still a snack. Once we start getting their name, once they start speaking, I'll give their names. Wait, gods are real?
But gods aren't real. They can't be. They're just...
Stories, myths, legends.
Persephone is but
If you're real,
she
you'd
is
be
a queen
all-powerful.
butch.
You wouldn't be hiding or...
Don't pay much attention to those old tales about us, Grace. They weren't very true to begin with, and Well, truth be told, we've diminished since those days.
Can I have a
That
cookie?
doesn't mean we're helpless, of course. Far from it. Yet, at the end of the day, we too are just people, trying to get by.
I do like Butch Persephone.
Right, and you live here, not in some city in Europe or a...
On top of a mountain? Oh, I know. Once we roamed marble halls, and now, fashionably appointed apartments. We have Wi-Fi.
She sounds
We
so
move with the
disappointed
times,
about it.
Grace. We have to, if we're going to remain hidden and survive. The mortals grow more and more clever with each passing century. Television. I do what I must.
That's threatening. Yeah, that delivery of, we have Wi-Fi. There's such resignation in it, like, I'm a fucking god and I'm supposed to be, like, I'm a fucking god and I'm supposed to be impressed by goddamn Wi-Fi?
You expect me to believe that gods, sorry, idols, have been living among us for what, thousands of years? You're thousands of years old.
Oh, no, I'm not trying to make you believe anything. Not at all. If you'd like to believe this office is right outside your front door, or that we are, I don't know, actors, religious fanatics, by all means. The only thing I do need you to grasp is that you are here. This is real, and like it or not, it is happening.
Okay, that's also a little bit threatening.
Wait, you said, and Hermes said, that I'm a god now too. And an idol.
That is true.
That thing that came out of her that went into me.
We call it an eidolon, the part of Calliope's soul which made her an idol, which now makes you one.
Athena, we are wasting time.
Eidolon.
The reason you're here, Grace.
An Eidolon. Ooh, very Final Fantasy reference there. Or at least, maybe.
The reason why we made you wait so long while we debated is because we have rules. Those rules mean we can't admit into our ranks a usurper. Never mind a possible murderer. I know this will all come as a shock, and I'm so sorry to say it, but I'm afraid you have to die.
Well, that's rude. They say Apollo could be the Antichrist. With those abs? Maybe. Let me explain everything about what's going on. And yeah, now I'm gonna kill you. Rude. So rude. Also, I'm not a usurper. She gave it to me. She gave me that orb. Accept your fate. Yeah. Well, that's how it's gotta be, then that's how it's gotta be, I guess. Alright.
Hold on. What do you mean? What do you mean you have to die?
It's exactly as it sounds, Grace.
You can't do that. What about a trial? You aren't the police. Why hasn't someone called the police?
Calliope's blood is literally on your hands.
Okay, yeah.
It isn't.
Oh, she looks so helpless. Maybe we
We should do as we agreed. Calliope's line would end. Yes, but what other option do we have? Let a usurper remain an idol?
Justice has to be done, for Calliope's sake.
But this isn't justice!
Ooh. Getting glowy eyes. Things getting real.
You cannot hide from this reality.
I'm not hiding, though a little lost here.
If you are lost, little girl, this bears explanation. Dear child, please listen. You have usurped a muse. No recourse to be arranged.
But it's unfair.
I know, but our laws cannot be changed.
But she came to me.
You must realize there are simple rules. If one of us dies, these rules have been the tools that shield
You must know I didn't
us.
do it. Is it weird this isn't song?
Now that the muse is gone,
Okay, that's funny. Is it this next song?
you'll have to see. The chorus is in accord. Justice won't be
Just man, they both just disagree.
I disagree.
Yeah, Grace and me, yeah, I know. Just all of a sudden, this is weird, right?
Did I hear that correctly?
You've been quiet this entire time, Apollo. Why speak up now?
Alright, may as well mention here, I suppose. Persephone is voiced by Mary Elizabeth McGlynn. She voiced Motoko Kusanagi in Ghost in the Shell standalone complex. So that's pretty notable one. Maria and Mary in Silent Hill 2. Coach Brunt in the Netflix Carmen Sandiego. Julia in Cowboy Bebop. She voiced Julia in the English dub of Cowboy Bebop. Queen Metalia in the old Sailor Moon series. The 90s Viz dub of Sailor Moon. And also in the more recent Sailor Moon Crystal dub. Dr. Maheswaran in Steven Universe. And just, various things. Yeah, so lots of things that she's done. Apollo Apollo is voiced by Troy Baker, who you may recognize from fucking everything. Troy Baker has just been in goddamn everything. Name something that has voice acting, and Troy Baker has done at least one voice in it. Probably a major one. Joel in Last of Us, Booker in BioShock Infinite, Sam Drake in Uncharted 4, Snow in Final Fantasy 13. He's voiced Batman, the Joker. He's one of those guys who's just in everything. So yeah. Troy Baker, you have absolutely heard him in something at some point. You know, if you've played video games with voice acting, if you've watched cartoons with English voice acting, you have probably played or seen something that he has been in. And we haven't heard much of Aphrodite yet. But Aphrodite is voiced by Merle Dandridge. She voiced Marlene in The Last of Us. And she's had, recurring roles in a bunch of things. She's just... Oh. And she played a Marlene in the HBO Last of Us TV show. Rita Roosevelt in Sons of Anarchy. And done a lot of stage work as well. She has done a lot of stage work. So, yeah.
I grieve Calliope's loss just as much as the rest of you, but I can't let you do this.
He's right. What if Grace speaks the truth? What if Calliope chose her? And what if Calliope was murdered by her? What if Grace stole her Eidolon?
Then we need to find out. Don't you want justice?
Oh, Apollo, I thought we'd agreed this was justice. What would you have us do?
I couldn't have stolen the Eidolon because I have no fucking clue what the hell's going on here with any of this. Does he have a GTA credit? Probably. Yeah, let's find the truth.
There has to be some way to find the truth. Aren't you gods? Couldn't a god, I don't know...
We aren't seriously considering this.
Very well. This one time. I put a motion before the chorus. Do we allow Grace the right to prove her innocence?
Yes.
I think so. Yes. Fine.
Aw, thanks, Perse.
And there we have it.
Thanks, Persephone. She's giving me a chance. Well, thanks. You Grace Jones looking badass, you. Fucking in love with you already, and I was... You just tried to kill me, and I was like, still fucking in love with you. Anyway, yeah, let's,
Wait, I'm gonna get some help with this, right? Some direction?
You say Calliope chose you. I would like to believe that. I truly would. You have 1 week to find out what happened, Grace.
Oh,
What happens
great.
after a week?
There will be a trial. If you cannot provide proof of your innocence by then, oh, our original verdict stands.
Will do. I suppose asking for some advice might be better than just, okay, sure, yeah, that,
Okay.
Okay.
What do you want me to say? I can't possibly do this. This is unfair. You know all that already, right? So I'll do my best. That's all I've got.
We're not going to keep you, Grace. You have much to do. Before you go, however, a few rules. Do not reveal our existence to the mortal world. This includes mortal authorities that cannot help you. Do not harm another idol. Do not leave the city. Do as the chorus commands.
a lot of rules. I'm such a horrible person. I broke my bowl. Hubs went to get me a new one, called me to get the right one. I insisted on this one, and they were like, it's chunky. He brought it home. I saw it and asked him to go trade it for something else. Jesus, Killface. Rude. Anyway, let's start with Athena. Athena is supposed to be the goddess of wisdom, but how does that work? Is it a power of hers? Does she just know things? She's supposed to be really powerful, but how exactly? Mostly she just seemed like my mom. Or anyone's mom. Maybe that's what she is to the idols. The mom who looks after them and keeps them going. She was all smiles and was even super sweet when she told me I had to die, like it would be no big deal. That makes her a scary mom, like the kind that demands to speak to the manager when things don't go her way. Because things always go her way. She just described Athena as a Karen. Wow. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she's the cool mom. Or maybe she'll keep smiling while she smothers me with a pillow, because she's thousands of years old, and I'm basically nothing in comparison. And maybe she killed Calliope, and that makes me an annoyance, because that means her murder didn't quite take. But then, why give me the chance to prove myself? If she really wanted me dead, couldn't she have just said, nope, no vote, let's nip this in the bud? Athena really seems like the type who'd do that, right? Idols are so confusing. Sometimes it be like that. Marriage is beautiful. Goddessatism. Sometimes quesadillas happen to us all. Apollo. I don't know much about this Apollo. He's the only guy on the chorus, but he didn't say much of anything until he kind of defended me, I guess? At least he disagreed with the you need to die verdict. I guess I owe him one. If I actually owed anyone for giving me an extra week before they kill me. Not so sure about that. Athena introduced Apollo as the god of prophecy, but I'm not sure exactly what that means. Don't prophets wear long robes and speak in big, booming voices? This one looks less like a god and more like a surfer who crashed on the beach after a party and still hasn't found all of his clothes. Could he have killed Calliope? I can't take anything for granted when it comes to these people. Or are they all gods but no one knows how she died? They're not omnipotent, or they're not omniscient. I like his chest piece. Yep. God of abs. Aphrodite is the goddess of love, and I can believe it. She has that sparkle when you look at her, like she's one of those old-timey movie stars, all glamour and presence. I bet if she walks into a room, everyone stops what they're doing to stare at her. Why she's part of the chorus, I have no idea. She seemed kind of quiet and sad, like she's busy writing some teary ballad in her head and not really listening to what's going on around her. If Aphrodite is behind Calliope's death, then she hides it super well. Maybe you just naturally learn how to be a great actress after 1,000 years or so. How would I know? I feel like the lesbian-thespian cult is being a bit dramatic. They're gods. Drama is what they do. Bat boobs. If you prick a god, you don't get blood, you get fucking drama dripping out of them. They exist for and because of that shit. It's what makes them fun. And Persephone. Percy. What did Athena say about Persephone? She's the queen of the underworld? I had to look it up, but that's basically the idol version of hell. Does that mean it's a real place? Like, you die and you go to the underworld? Or maybe that only happens to idols. Mind you, Athena didn't exactly say Persephone was the queen of the underworld, did she? She said once the queen of the underworld, so she isn't any longer. And she's also the only idol that Athena didn't say was the god of something or other. I'm willing to bet there's a whole story about that. Whatever it is, it's pretty clear this Persephone hates me. And not just because she thinks I'm a murderer, because don't they all think that? It feels personal. Those sharp eyes of hers wanted to gut me and hang me on a clothesline, so I'd better watch my back. She's hot. I know. If she is romanceable, then... Like, I'm not sure which of the gods are romance options. I don't know if it's all of them, or I would choose her if I had to have sex with one of them. Agreed. Well, I mean, she seems like she'd be, like... It feels like it'd be rough sex. Like, she gives the vibe that it'd be rough sex. Aphrodite would absolutely, like, just... Yeah. I feel like Aphrodite would ruin you for her, like, you would not be able to have sex with anyone else. It would just never measure up. Athena could look younger. I could pretend it's Jordan. I would want her to be my boo. I mean, maybe Athena. I mean, Athena's still got it going on. I mean, she's a bit on the older side, but... And Freddy's very attractive, but yeah. Persephone would destroy you. Aphrodite, you would just, like, it would be almost too good. Like, cooking her breakfast and shit, making her always feel like a lady. She'd appreciate that. Me and Percy gonna bone? Yeah.
Otherwise, do whatever you must to find the true killer. If they exist.
Oh, that's all?
Welcome, dear sister.
And do help yourself to a cookie.
Finally! That was... Okay, I love that, actually. I actually love the do help yourself to a cookie. Day 1. Time to head home. Over my fat white Dudley body. Alright, yeah, head home. Go home. End of the road. Inherited the legacy of the last muse.
Grace? Grace!
Hi.
Hi! 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 You're kidding, right? When I came home, the door was wide open. You weren't answering your phone. Kaz and Brian are still out looking for... Grace... We thought something happened to you.
Thruple fight?
Did something happen to you?
Looks like. I mean, I feel like this would be breaking the rules pretty damn quickly, but at the same time, I don't really want to lie to my best friend. This feels like it'd be like really like you didn't find a like what the fuck is that supposed to mean? But like this one, it's like I don't know. I don't want to lie. I mean, I feel like the best answer, like I feel like the best thing to say is, I cannot, like, I can't talk about it right now. Yeah, like, did something happen? Yes, but I am sworn to secrecy. You have no idea how much I want to tell you, but I can't. Oh, a body. You didn't find my body, isn't it? Yeah, you didn't find a body. What would you say if your best friend told you they became a god? I'm leaning towards fuck it, I can't think of a story. I'm kind of thinking of fuck it, I can't think of a good lie. There's Calliope's corporeal form. Hermes probably took care of it. I'm so torn between these two options. I'm gonna go with this
When you
one.
got home, there wasn't a body here? No blood or anything?
A body? What do you mean, like a dead body?
Yeah. A woman named Calliope. She showed up and she was...
You were gone all night. Why didn't you answer your phone? I was calling and calling. This wasn't some hookup, was it? Because, you know, you can say it's none of your business, Freddy.
Hey, dude. Make up a story. Too late for both of those answers.
It was definitely not a hookup. I'm allowed to say that much, I think.
Allowed to say? Like you're a secret spy? Have you been a secret spy this whole time? Because if you have, that's pretty cool.
Hi there.
Who is this, Grace? Why does he have horns?
Yeah, that's, Pan here is voiced by Carrie Payton. He played King Ezekiel on The Walking Dead. Dr. Terrell Jackson on General Hospital. For all you soap opera fans out there. And Wasabi on Big Hero 6. The series. Specifically the series, I guess not in the movie. Just the series. various, primarily black characters in various shows. And movies and video games.
Honestly, your guess is as good as mine.
To answer your question, my dear, you see the horns because I allow you to see the horns. That's crazy, right? As for who I am, I've been known most often as Pan. So you call me that, if you must call me anything.
Pan, of the Greek gods, Pan, right? But he's some kind of cosplayer?
Sure.
The days of idols being called gods are well behind us, I'm afraid, but I assure you, I am the real article. I've come to offer our newest idol a helping hand. Or perhaps two. You do look lost, don't you?
What's wrong with her hat? What's wrong with Freddy's hat? Freddy's got a cool hat. Grace and Freddy are gorgeous. They are. They are attractive. And I don't care. I like Grace's hat. She looks stylish. Anyway, yeah, let's go with the,
And what do you get out of helping me exactly?
Now that is an excellent question. You'll need that kind of baseless suspicion if you're going to survive among us.
Is it baseless? I've already had my life threatened tonight.
Whoa, wait. Life threatened? What?
Oh, now you done it. You gone and upset the mortal.
So we can just talk about this. In front of Freddy.
Haven't you? Darling. And here I drop my glamour and everything.
It's just, I was told we're not supposed to. Talk about it, that is.
Talk about what? Grace, tell me.
The prohibition is against revealing the idols to the mortal world. She's not the mortal world, is she? She can be trusted, can't she?
Why do I have the feeling that I'm gonna regret not leaving with Brian and Kaz?
Oh, I can guarantee it.
Okay, Freddy. Have a seat.
I like that. That delivery was smooth. I can guarantee that is a smooth delivery, man. Fight Club, yep. Freddy, I've joined Fight Club.
Let's talk.
Well, that's a long talk.
Huh. That's it?
Huh? I guess. Do you believe in this, Grace?
Sure, but I had proof. I traveled through a magical door.
Which sounds extra cool.
Yep.
I was a little distracted.
Well, I have a million questions, but I can ask them later. The important thing is that I am here to support my best friend.
Aww. Who here is on coke? I'm not.
What did I ever do to deserve a friend like you?
You sat next to me at lunch period, dummy.
Oh yeah, right.
My friendship comes with all sorts of benefits, up to and including the tracking down of supernatural killers.
Such darling camaraderie. It brings a tear to my eye. It truly does.
Speaking of killers.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You won't,
Damn, lady.
dear lady.
Damn, Freddy.
I've come to offer advice to our newest idol, a foundling who is set adrift most cruelly.
I can have some of yours. I will pass.
Seems rather convenient, you showing up with advice. How did you even know I existed?
A little bird told me, if you must know. Very useful, those little birds.
He's not gonna tell you, Grace.
There's not much to tell. Among the idols, news travels swiftly. We are a tiny village of godly busybodies. I heard of your arrival, and I know how obtuse the chorus can be. So here I am. You're welcome.
Birdie. That owl is such a gossip. Because he said a little birdie told him, so it's gotta be the owl, right? That owl is a freaking gossip. Whenever we weren't looking, Bird was on its phone texting everybody, new idol, and she's being accused of murder. Godly busybodies, yeah. I mean, yeah. Let's be honest, the Greek gods, yeah, they absolutely would have been the type to just gossip incessantly.
I still don't trust you. Nobody does anything for free.
Now. Who said I was doing anything for free?
Here we go.
I have not, however, asked for anything. As of yet.
He's got pretty good fashion, too. He's got a cool look.
You know, you could be the killer, for all I know.
Come to mislead you, perhaps. How fiendishly clever of me. Well called, darling.
And maybe even true.
Poor Pan! To be eternally maligned and mistrusted. Alas, and alas, and alas.
I like
doubt
Pan.
There's a line of idols waiting to offer you advice, Grace. But whether you accept mine or not is for you to decide.
Ocean equals shark attack. I like Pan. He's fun.
Okay, I'll bite. What's your advice? I have to admit, I don't really know where to start.
Well, I'm not normally one to run amok telling others how to live their lives. But have you considered using your powers?
My powers.
Music, art, passion. You are the last muse, and all these are now your province.
For the record, Vanna, shark attacks are actually very rare. The chorus started singing. The chorus did start singing. But yes, that does sound pretty cool.
That does sound kind of cool. Like I'm some sort of rock star idol.
That is it precisely. You draw music out of others, Grace. Not only with inspiration, but physically. Magically.
That explains the chorus.
But how does that help me find Calliope's murderer?
Allow me to expedite the process of understanding. Now then, close your eyes. You hear that? It's coming from you. When you sing, what emotion does it summon?
I don't know.
You open your eyes, you look into the crowd, and you feel
powerful.
Ooh. Are we gonna get a musical number now?
Grace, you know that you're lost now.
Hell yeah!
You've been given powers you don't understand. I'm the guy who can help you. All that you hear is at your command.
Wait.
No, it's okay, Freddy. This is all me? What do I do?
Start singing.
The music is...
Why not? Time's a wasting.
This music is very sinister. I mean, 60 is the new 40, they say. Yeah, because you're still 25 years from retirement. I'm an advocate for sharks. Snack attacks or not? No. Yeah. I mean, yeah, let's just roll with it.
How the hell did you find me? This is the weirdest night I've ever had. And you say I have powers? How could this possibly turn out bad? Am I doing it now?
Brilliant.
I don't follow. Are those really actual horns? And this singing is so hard to swallow. Can you hear me, Grace? What's going on? Lost girls, you all love your lost girls. A rescue that you can take home.
I won't say you need saving. You're not drowning, you're waving. And you two, are you dating? It's so titillating.
Grace, we gotta be careful. Has he slipped something into our drinks? Spouting crap about powers. He could be dangerous. What do you think? Freddy, this map is uncharted. Let's hear him out. I know how you feel with me. I'm just getting started. I wish you could feel this. It's kind of unreal. Grace, have you gone delirious? Stranger danger could not be more serious. You've been hurt before by mysterious men. I won't let you get hurt again. Lost girls, you all love your lost girls. A rescue that you can take home.
I'm so glad I found you. Wolves all around you. But can you survive on your own?
It is comic book.
What do I do then?
Whatever you wish, the power is yours.
Grace, I'm frightened. It's okay, Freddy. I got this.
The dialogue options during the song is pretty cool. It is cool. Like, that is very cool. Like, that's like, this is what makes the games really like different and special.
I never knew I had that in me.
Who's making this happen? This isn't a game.
You don't understand.
This has all gotten out of hand.
Nothing for Grace will ever be the same. Lost girls, the world's full of lost girls who didn't know which road to take.
She knows what she's doing. I just know what's at stake. Lost girl. Grace is not a lost girl.
'Cause I found her and the news is away.
What does that mean, Freddy? Only he knows.
I've had enough now. She irritates me somehow.
Don't go. Well, maybe I should. Are you both making me choose? Guys, this is unfair, but we're getting nowhere.
Hurry, Grace. We've no time to lose.
Obviously going with my girl.
Sorry to break it to you, Pan, but I'm not abandoning my best friend.
That's your choice. Humdrum mortality.
Yep.
How about trusting in those who love her instead of those who want to use her?
Oh my, such drama. No matter how you employ it, Grace, this is the power of a muse. Drawing out that which lies within. I trust you can see how that might be useful in your investigation.
Yep. I love that. I do enjoy that. Like, she's basically a story. Like, there's a story reason for why it's a musical.
I think so. So I can make people do anything?
If I meant you could make them do anything, I would have said you could make them do anything. No, Grace. You pull truth from within. But it is their truth, and not yours. A muse does not command. She evokes. She elicits. She inspires.
Look, Creepo, Grace already told you to take a hike.
So she did. Allow me to get to the point then. For all your powers, you still need a place to begin your search. And this I can provide. An address. In the city. Where Calliope was staying, I do believe.
This option amuses me. Hey, Becky. You should have led with that. That's actually an amusing option.
You have Calliope's address? You should have started with that.
And miss all the dancing? Nonsense.
Yeah, he just wanted. I can't blame him.
This I consider a favor. One I hope you'll remember in future dealings.
Yeah,
That's perfect. We can look for clues there. What this Calliope was doing, who her enemies were.
I should remind you there is an element of danger. A killer is on the loose, no?
They all have beautiful voices. They do. But yeah, it's... I like that it's like, miss all the I like that he's held off on giving you the address just because, like, fuck no, I wanted a chance to sing. That musical number was a blast. I wasn't missing out on that.
Then I'll definitely need backup.
You'll be fine. After all, what's a mortal to do that you cannot?
I can speak Hindi. Okay, fine, I get it. I need to find Kaz and Brian. Just tell them you're okay. If, not the other stuff.
Then I guess I'll go check this place out on my own.
So glad that's settled. I'll let you get to it. I've drinking to resume. Ta-ta.
Not a lost girl. Decided to stick with your bestie. Aw. And Pan. I'm back in the morning after going through the ringer, having just discovered I'm some kind of ancient muse. And guess who shows up at my apartment uninvited, poking around the kitchen like he's considering an investment. This idol's name is Pan, and I don't know what his deal is. He's a bit too smooth, seems to know a bit too much that he isn't saying, and just happened to know where to point me. Which he offered for a price, of course. This one's shady, folks. I can just guess what kind of favor he's going to want. Alright. So, I know musicals are not everybody's cup of tea. They're sure as hell my cup of tea. And, yeah, I mean, this is... It's off to a really fun start. And, I think there's probably going to be a lot more musical numbers going, from here on out. There's just going to be more musical numbers, which... Great, because they're... Yeah, they're clearly having fun singing the songs. And, yeah, this one I am not abandoning. This game I'm in. Harmony lost me. This game I don't think that I will be giving up. This game I'm pretty sure I'll be playing it all the way through. Including the DLC. There is also a DLC, Orpheus, which, I mean, hell yeah. So yeah, I don't know how the rest of you feel about it, but I like it. But we are pretty close to 2 hours, so I will end the stream for here for tonight. Since I showered today, I will be back on tomorrow. So, you're on the fence? Like it better than the other game, but not as much as Class of 09? Yeah, but Class of 09 is over. We've got no more Class of 09 to play. So since we have to move on to a different game. Since we needed to move on to another game anyway, at least until the third Class of 09 game comes out. Since we had to move on to another game anyway, fun musical numbers with Greek gods is as good a place to go as any, right? Health is better since you've been here every night. Your mental health is better. Sadly, this is the end of my vacation. I'm back to work tomorrow. I happened to shower tonight, so I'll be on tomorrow, but after that is quit your job as Wednesday. I fucking wish, Jordan. Gods, I fucking wish. But, yeah. So thanks for coming. And see y'all tomorrow at 2:30 in the morning again. Yeah, but when I say I'll be on tomorrow, I do mean at 2:30 in the morning, Eastern Time. Get you a normal schedule. I don't want a normal, fuck that. I don't want to get up before 5 in the evening. So yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow night, 2:30 in the morning. My normal times, my work week time. So thanks for coming. And we will play more of Stray Gods next week. For now, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.